Hi, this is Yvonne. Today in this video, I'm going to unpack a standard and talk about the big idea and also the skills student will develop to meet with this standard. And also, I will talk about the activities and assessment strategies that will be applied. Currently, I am working in the bilingual section of an IB school in China. So all of my students in grade 2 are ESL students. So the textbook we are using for the primary section is Kids Box, which is a 6-level course and under Cambridge Primary ESL curriculum. So Cambridge Primary, it starts learners typically aged 5 to 11 years old on an exciting English learning journey, setting out what they should be able to do at each stage of their primary education. The framework for each subject is organized into 6 stages. It reflects the teaching and learning target for each year group and provides comprehensive learning objectives. So the curriculum is organized in 5 content areas: reading, writing, listening, speaking, and also the use of English. I think it is advisable to refer to the standard in order to confirm which stage I believe my students to be working at. Let's take stage 2, for example. For grade 2 students, stage 2 in writing, we do have these teaching learning targets. Here are the 2 standards I'm choosing to unpack later. This one and this one. So number 1, to write with support, short sentences which give personal information. I'm going to unpack it into write short sentences, write with support, and the short sentences give personal information. The second standard, use upper and lowercase letters accurately when writing names, places, and short sentences during guided writing activities. Here, so this standard requires us to use upper and lowercase letters accurately when writing names during the activities. Number 2, use upper and lowercase letters accurately when writing places during the activities. Number 3, use upper and lowercase letters accurately when writing short sentences during the activities. After comparing these 2 standards, I've decided to choose the second one for further analyzing. So why do I choose the second standard? First of all, the other standard, the first one, is the initial and basic requirement for sentence writing in grade 1 and grade 2. It builds up a foundation for the following the further learning objectives. Secondly, this standard, the second one, is built upon the initial one, and it gives specific requirement, and it will be focused on by us for the entire school year in grade 2. The big ideas we're talking about in this standard, the first one is the accurate use of upper and lowercase letters in writing is absolutely important for this age group. And then uppercase letters are used when writing names, places, and short sentences. The essential questions we should remind the students to think of is, when should I use capital letters? And also, why should I capitalize this specific letter? For transdisciplinary applications, I think our Chinese teachers can compare and connect the upper lowercase letters with or to the Chinese pinyin, which can be a great help to our students. Also in IT class, because our kids are start to learn computer skills, basic ones such as typing, formatting. They can learn to type in uppercase or lowercase. Also, next, the skills our students will develop by learning this. First of all, the literacy skills, which include vocabulary, spelling, written communication, and technological literacy. They will also enhance their learning skills by solving problems. For example, when they are correcting errors for others, and also reasoning information in some exercises. About activities I will be using in class, I want to talk about these two. First one, activity one, is called when to use uppercase letters. So first of all, of course, I will introduce the groups to the students, the groups in which where we should use the uppercase letter. Proper names, titles, the letter I, the first word of a sentence, and also abbreviations. Then I will tell them these are the situations in which we use uppercase letters. And after that, we do a capital letter sorting activity. So here below is the worksheet we're going to use. The students will have to sort these words and phrases to identify those that should start with a capital letter and those that shouldn't. Another activity I'd like to use in class is called learning from mistakes. I will have each student write sentences that contains errors in capitalization. I have them write the sentences on separate pieces of paper or on index cards. Then we will have small groups, swap cards, and try to find mistakes and correct them. It's a group work. Students can discuss how to fix each sentence and then move on to a different card within the group. After that, after a few minutes, the groups can swap cards with other groups and then practice identifying and correcting mistakes. This is going to be a very effective practice for them to distinguish situations where to use and where not to use uppercase letters. For assessment, I think for everyday English writing homework, we do give out English writing homework every day. So if it's sentence writing, we can always check the use of upper and lowercase letters in their homework. And secondly, we can assign worksheets as a small test for them. For example, this worksheet, we can ask the student to correct the capitalization errors so that we can tell if the students has a good mastery of this knowledge. And here are the references I referred to. So thank you for listening.